I'm here with roommate number 1.
Didn't see the movie.
I was about to say, he did not see this movie.
Didn't see the movie.
Again. But
I'm here for moral support.
He's here to be a friend because I didn't have any expectations. None at all. At all. I do not know what critics think. I do not know what audience think. I actually
Finally
I can make my own opinion. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. No expectations at all. Didn't think it was going to be crap. Didn't think it was going to be one of the best movies of the year. So, let me say this for you guys. Guy Ritchie has a very particular style, the way he edits. His editor, if you look at the Sherlock Holmes films, you're like, that's Guy Ritchie. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., same guy who did that, that's Guy Ritchie. Now, medieval times with Guy Ritchie's style. The big question, would it work for this? Yes, it's fine. It's an entertaining film. If you like medieval, if you like Charlie Hunnam, if you like Guy Ritchie, if you like any of that I just said, you're going to have a good time. The story is this little boy named Arthur is the heir to the throne, but then later on, Eric Bana, the father, who plays his father, is betrayed by his own brother, Jude Law, who wants to be king. And then later on, he finds out that he is the born king, and he finds out that his evil uncle's evil, cliche, and he doesn't want him to be king because, power and stuff, and Jude Law, just... We'll get to the negatives later, but that's the story. Positives, the acting. Charlie Hunnam was very charismatic. If one word to describe him, he was very charismatic. Next positive is the action. The action is really well done, but a little bit, I'll give you a sneak preview for the negatives, somewhat too much CGI in some sequences. To connect with this second positive, the opening to this film is one of the best parts of the movie. It was very well done. My next positive is Guy Ritchie's style. And I told you guys I would come up to this, and here we are. It was used very well in certain scenes, especially monologues, and also when they describe stories that are happening in the past and they're showing it in the present and they just go back and forth. Very well done. Some people might not like that because they do it quite a lot in the movie, but I liked it. Last positive, I had no expectations for this one, and I cannot wait to get the score for this. I cannot wait for Spotify to show up King Arthur score, The Legend of the Sword, because this is one of my favorite scores of the year. That was my positives for King Arthur. Negatives, I only got a couple, but they are pretty important for a film. The villain, guys, Jude Law, he's not the negative. It is, I would probably say the script, but it wasn't terrible. It's not like the lines were bad. It's just things needed to be there, as in more motivation, more backstory, anything for Jude Law's character. Next negative is Guy Ritchie's style. Notice how I said that as a positive, guys? Well, it's also a negative in certain scenes, specifically in the middle-ish area. You know how I said how they would show King Arthur in the present, and then he'd be talking about something in the past, and it would be going back and forth, quick edits. And I said that was a positive. Well, there is one scene where they shouldn't have done that because it was going to be so epic. It was going to be such a cool fight scene. It was going to be such a journey to see Arthur go through this for his story, but they just summed it up in 2 or 3 minutes when it could have been in a 10 to 12 minute sequence. Last negative is it's a predictable story. It's nothing new, but to back that up, it's new with the style. My score for King Arthur is take my money. I think it's a good time if you slightly adjust your brain. Not turn it off, but slightly adjust it with the story. It's nothing special at all, I will say that. But it's a very medieval time. So, if you enjoyed this review, I hope you did. Click like and subscribe. And also stay tuned for my next review. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.